Ever wondered how many drivers it takes to screw in a light bulb? Or rather, how many drivers it takes to screw up a simple turn? It's not a riddle, but rather a road trip into the world of driving blunders that leave us chuckling, face-palming, and sometimes just plain bewildered. From wrong turns to epic fails, we're taking a detour into the side of motoring most of us would rather forget, but can't help laughing at. Well, buckle up because you're about to find out. GPS is a wonderful invention, isn't it? But not everyone seems to understand its language. Let's delve into the world of misinterpreted GPS instructions, where a simple, turn left in 500 feet, becomes a comedy of errors. Picture this: a driver, we'll call him Bob, on a peaceful drive through the countryside. His GPS calmly instructs him to turn left at the fork. But alas, Bob, in his infinite wisdom, takes this quite literally and veers off into a farmer's field. You see, in Bob's world, a fork is not a junction of roads, but a piece of cutlery. Then there's Sally. Sally's GPS tells her to keep right at the roundabout, a fairly straightforward command, one would think. But Sally, bless her heart, decides that keep right means to drive her shiny red convertible directly onto the roundabout's central island. A perplexing choice indeed, but a hilarious one for us onlookers. And who can forget Tim? Tim, who, when his GPS advised him to take the second exit, thought it meant exit the vehicle. So he did just that, right in the middle of a busy highway. It's a good thing Tim's reflexes are faster than his comprehension skills, otherwise we'd have a very different story to tell. But the crown jewel of GPS misunderstandings has to be Linda. Linda, who, when instructed to continue straight for 2 miles, interpreted it as drive straight into the 2-mile-long lake. Linda's amphibious adventure was short-lived, but it sure did provide a good laugh. These are just a few of the many hilarious tales of GPS misinterpretations. It's a reminder that while technology can guide us, it's our understanding and interpretation that really count. So next time you're on the road, remember to listen carefully to your GPS and maybe, just maybe double-check that turn left doesn't actually mean plow into the nearest bush. Parking is an art. Some people, however, seem to be more into abstract expressionism. Take parallel parking, for instance. It's a delicate dance of distance, angles, and spatial awareness. For some drivers, it turns into a game of bumper cars. An inch forward, a foot backward, a slight touch to the car in front, a gentle kiss to the one behind. They say practice makes perfect, but in this case it seems practice only makes for more dented bumpers. Then there's garage parking, a task that should be straightforward, right? Not for everyone. For some it seems like the walls of their garage are constantly moving, playing a game of Tetris with their car. They turn the steering wheel left, the car goes right. They step on the gas, forgetting they're still in reverse. It's a symphony of screeching tires and scraping metal, an ode to the misunderstood art of parking. And let's not forget about parking in an open lot. Wide open spaces, lines clearly marked, plenty of room to maneuver. Yet some drivers treat it like a challenging puzzle, a labyrinth of possibilities. They park diagonally across 2 spaces, they park so close to the car next to them it's practically a hug, and sometimes they even manage to park on the curb. It's a testament to human creativity, a testament to our ability to make something simple into something incredibly complicated. But let's give credit where credit is due. These drivers, in their own unique way, are pushing the boundaries of what it means to park a car. They're challenging conventions, questioning norms, and creating new forms of expression. They're the Picassos, the Van Goghs, the Dallas of the parking world. So next time you see a car parked at a strange angle, taking up 2 spaces, or cozied up a little too close to your own car, take a moment to appreciate the artistry. Because in the world of parking, these drivers are truly the masters of abstract expressionism. Remember, if at first you don't succeed, maybe avoid parking near expensive cars. Roundabouts. A simple traffic solution or a test of human patience and understanding. Welcome to the world of roundabouts, where the rules are simple but the execution? Well, that's a different story. We've all been there, haven't we? Approaching a roundabout with a sense of dread, hoping against hope that everyone else on the roundabout knows what they're doing. This is the place where drivers' true colors come to light. Some are the daring adventurers, plunging into the roundabout with a devil-may-care attitude. Others are the timid explorers, hesitating at the edge, waiting for a clear sign from the heavens before they make their move. Then we have those who are just plain confused. They enter the roundabout with the best of intentions, only to find themselves lost in a maze of exits and entrances. Left, right, straight ahead, which way to go? It's like watching a squirrel trying to cross a busy road. How about the roundabout rebels? They've read the rule book, they know what they're supposed to do, But they're not playing by the rules. No, they're making their own path, sometimes literally. Roundabouts are a circle, right? So why not go the wrong way around? And let's not forget the roundabout rookies. Fresh out of driving school, they approach the roundabout with wide eyes and white knuckles. They've studied the diagrams, they've listened to the instructions, but nothing can prepare them for the real thing. It's a rite of passage, a trial by fire, or in this case, by traffic. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's something almost poetic about a roundabout. The ebb and flow of cars, the delicate dance of merging and exiting, it's a symphony of chaos and order. And let's face it, it's also a source of endless amusement. So next time you find yourself on a roundabout, take a moment to appreciate the spectacle. Because in the game of roundabout roulette, it seems everyone loses at some point. Drive-thrus are convenient, aren't they? Well, unless you're these people. Now, we've all been there. The lure of a quick bite without leaving the comfort of our car is too tempting to resist. But for some, the drive-through lane turns into a stage for comedy of errors. Take a look at this guy. You know, the one who thinks the order window is a suggestion rather than a requirement. He breezes past it, only to reverse sheepishly when he realizes his mistake. It's the drive-through, buddy, not a speedway. Maybe next time he'll remember that the golden arches aren't just for decoration. Then there's the one that treats the drive-through like it's a maze from a video game, driving in from the wrong direction. Sure, it's a one-way, but who cares about rules when you're craving a burger, right? A 3-point turn later, they're back on track. But let's be honest, it's hard to forget the sight of a car coming towards you in a drive-through lane. And who can forget the stretch limo trying to make its way around the tight corners of a fast food joint? You might think, surely they must be kidding. But no, they're serious. And the result? Let's just say it's a sight to behold. But the crown has to go to the ones who can't quite reach the payment window. Whether it's a miscalculation of distance or just a really tiny car, it's a struggle. Arm outstretched, they grapple to hand over their credit card, only to drop it midway. A simple drive-through run turns into an impromptu game of fetch. So, the next time you're in a drive-through and think it's taking forever, spare a thought for the people in front. They may just be trying to navigate the complexities of a seemingly simple task. After all, as we've seen, fast food isn't always fast, especially when you're stuck behind these guys. As we round out our journey, let's revisit some of the most memorable moments of driving incompetence. Remember that time when our friend in the red sedan decided that directions were merely suggestions and took a detour straight into a lamppost? Or how about the guy who thought he could solve the enigma of parking by simply leaving his car in the middle of the road? But let's not forget our dear friend who played roundabout roulette, spinning in circles like a dizzy toddler. We've all had those days where left feels like right and right feels like left, but this guy took it to a whole new level. And who could forget the drive-through drama queen? A simple burger order turned into a soap opera when she couldn't decide between fries and onion rings. Who knew fast food could stir up such emotions? These moments make us chuckle, but they also serve as a reminder that we're all human. We all make mistakes, some more hilarious than others. And let's be honest, there's a certain charm in these blunders. They add a dash of unexpected humor to our everyday commutes, reminding us that life is not always about the destination, but also about the journey and the laughable detours we take along the way. And there you have it, folks. The road is a wild place, and it seems some drivers are just a little wilder than others.